Hello, and welcome to today's movie review. Today we're going to do something a little bit differently for Valentine's Day. Um, I asked my daughter to help me choose a movie to review from Netflix, and the only restraint that I gave her was that it had to be a romance film. After looking on Netflix, she chose the 2000 film Chocolat, which was directed by Lasse Hellstrom. Now, if you don't know that name, he has done multiple award-winning works, including What's Eating Gilbert Grape and Dear John. But most recently, he has done A Dog's Purpose and The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. This film is based on a novel by the same name, which was written by Joanne Harris. It does have some actors in it that I didn't expect, including Dame Judi Dench, Alfred Molina, Carrie-Anne Moss, and Johnny Depp. Of course, they all did put in amazing performances, but what caught me most about this film is the way it looked. What really got me about this film was that it was made in 2000, but it looked more like a film that was made in the time that it's set, which was 1959. I looked, I couldn't find exactly what they did to make it look this way. Most likely they shot on actual film like 35 millimeter. And while it was the look that got me hooked into the film, it was the story that kept me interested. Stated in the film as being 15 years after the war, there is a sermon that explicitly states that the year is 1959. We have a woman who is a master chocolatier who ends up going to a small French village in which she decides to open a chocolate shop. She opens the shop just as the village is entering Lent. Eventually, some time passes, and she meets and befriends a man by the name of Rue. He is a Romani who is a self-professed river rat. Basically, he just lives on the river and does as he pleases, small jobs here or there to make his way. This eventually is what leads to the romance of the film. Now, while I like most kinds of movies, except maybe horror, I don't typically watch a lot of romantic films, specifically romantic drama films. But I must say that I did end up enjoying this film. The style, the acting, it was beautifully done. And while it was rated PG-13, it does have some questionable material for younger audiences. Most notably, there is some spousal abuse and some implied sexual activity. While there's no blood or gore, there is some violence with these actions, but there isn't anything that I would say is over the top. Overall, this is a film I do recommend, but not for the youngest of audiences. With that said, have you seen it? What do you think? Go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get that conversation started. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit that subscribe or like button, or go ahead and share it with that special person in your life. But until next time, have a great night.